Welcome back to my channel, Earth Day Venus Catch 22. Make sure to please hit the like button. As you see, we have disclaimers and fair use. My channel is for entertainment, educational, media observation, tarot reading purposes only. If you have any problem with these subjects, I suggest that you cut off my video. Some of the things that you might see could be possibly trigger warning. So I want to say this ahead of time. Please make sure to hit like and share to keep me in the algorithm. I'm happy to be back. Sit back and let's enjoy. This is for media observation. I do not own the copyrights, and this is fair use. Fair use, educational purposes only. We're going to take a look at why we're where we are right now at this point, about who's running our country, and how if we don't pay attention to all the things that is happening, you can see within the blink of an eye how quick they turn their backs on each other and how they play emotionally with our feelings and want us to like who they want us to like at that point in time where it benefits them, if that makes any sense. So this is when Joe Biden was running for office in 2019, as you can see. Now, we're going to take a look at all of these people that have something to say so positive about him, and now what they're saying.
Man, and kind of consign everybody else to the kiddie table.
That is Joe Biden at his best. That is someone who is authentic. Mm-hmm. It's the reason he connects with people. He is having fun. This is not heavy lifting.
He doesn't know where he's at.
Joe Biden never gave up on Joe Biden. And it reminded me so much of 2000.
Pause. Fair use, fair use. What kind of sense did that make? Joe Biden never gives up on Joe Biden. Well, I would hope not. Double speak.
John McCain.
Look, help is on the way. Help is on the way. Joe Biden, we need him. You know, you hit play on your phone or whatever, and there's Uncle Joe, Grandpa Joe Biden, talking in a way that I think Americans want to hear.
Now, he looks very familiar. So I'm gonna play another clip of him. This is the same person that's saying that he needs to step down. But see how they put this blackness in your face? And you go by, oh, well, you know, all the black people like him. We might as well vote for him. No one ever do their research about these people we're putting in office. If we don't start this, my people, this is where we're going to be. It's not going to get any better. It's not. It won't get any better. But you know what? Let's finish and hear what he has to say.
The person of Joe Biden is a welcome entry into this race.
Every one of those people knew. Again, we knew and said so out loud, not because we have some special entree into the secrets of the Democratic Party. We certainly don't. We're hardly Democratic Party insiders, but because we watched TV for 90 seconds and we saw unmistakably the signs of dementia in Joe Biden. Every one of the people you just saw lied about what they knew. They hid that fact from you and the rest of the country because they wanted more power. But now the game is over for Joe Biden. As Mark McKinnon said, he's just too white. So suddenly our media is admitting what we noted 3 years ago and that everyone knew, that this was a scam.
Fair use. The next clip that I'll be showing is what they're thinking now. Now keep in mind, this is what they were thinking in 2019. If I can, I'm going to pull up another clip of that guy, that black guy of CNN, and just show you the buffoonery and how they make us look. And this is not by any means a race thing. I just want people to observe, pay attention. Okay? I'll be fair use, fair use. This is for educational, entertainment, media observation purposes. So here's the second part of now what they're saying about Joe. This is the way they feel now. Now keep in mind, in 2019, they wasn't feeling that way. Keep in mind, everybody wanted to vote for Joe. Everybody thought that Joe was going to change things when the so-called, as you want to call us, conspiracy theories, we were given all this information and we were being shot down for it. Now, maybe if you see it in the media now, you'll pay close attention. Always remember, family, the future always proves the past. Let's get it. The same people you seen in the other clip, you're going to hear them talk now.
Unfit for office. But you can't say that, and if you do, Barack Obama will scold you personally, immediately. Well, fast forward a few years. Joe Biden is now the president, and his mental decline is no longer possible to deny, and therefore it's no longer off limits. Barack Obama isn't going out and defending Joe Biden's competence anymore. Everybody watching, everyone in the media, that would include Barack Obama's former advisors, is now in agreement that Joe Biden is senile and cannot govern the United States.
Well, he tends to shuffle sometimes because he has, mobility issues that the doctors have identified. Sometimes his speeches tend to be a little listless, or he seems to momentarily get confused or have trouble summoning names.
A third of them, the largest number, said age, that he was too old. That is a problem that's not going to get better. He's not going to get younger.
He's not going to get any younger. I think there are a lot of people who have looked at him over these last years and seen he isn't what he used to be 10 years ago.
Double speak.
He knows he's 80 years old, 79, 80 years old. He knows he's an old white guy in a party is demographically changing and diverse, and the future is not going to be an old white guy.
When he does badly, when he stumbles, you get nervous. And you wonder, is it just...
Well, looky. Here you go again. And just to be honest with that last comment the white man said, that has nothing to do with his race. I don't know what made him say that. I don't know. I don't be agreeing with either way when people do things like that. This is all about his ability and what he is capable of doing for our country, my opinion. And we looking real stupid out here in these streets when it comes to other countries, seeing how we're not even standing up for ourselves and looking at our great-great-grandfather run our country. Message.
Or something else there. Listen, if anybody says that Democrats aren't beginning to have these questions behind closed doors, that's not true. People are.
So the problem with Joe Biden, says Mark again, is that he's white. Notice the casual racism of the left, 2022. It's ubiquitous, you barely even notice it. That's not the problem with Joe Biden. Who cares what his skin color is?
Fair use.
He's cognitively
media observation, educational purposes only.
But take 3 steps back. That's not Joe Biden's fault. It's not his fault he has dementia. No, the fact that Joe Biden is president is an indictment of the media and the Democratic Party. Because they have known, contrary to what they're telling you now, Joe Biden's decline, his full-blown senility, has been obvious for more than 3 years. We noticed it. We're not doctors. By the way, we had no special animus toward Joe Biden at all. But we watched him. And we said this out loud for the first time. We checked today on May 14th, 2019. As of today, pretty much everyone paid to prognosticate on television still considers Biden the prohibitive frontrunner in the race. He checks every box. Therefore, he must get the nomination. That's how they think, because they're dumb.
Fair use.
What they're leaving out of the equation is Biden himself. Watch this video and ask yourself if Joe Biden is really going to be the Democratic nominee, much less president.
Pay attention to what he's saying.
It was shot yesterday in New Hampshire. Keep in mind, we have not altered it in any way. This is entirely...
Now, keep in mind, people, this is in 2019. Listen to what old Bi has to say. Listen to what country he speaks of. Can't lock up, won't let me out, lock down. Pay attention.
The real watch.
Vice President Biden, do you have a comment on the Chinese tariffs?
I'll answer this question. The answer is yes, I do. The president has done nothing but increase the tariffs, the debt, and the trade deficit.
What? I'm confused,
The
Joe.
way we have to proceed is we have to have our allies with us. It's not just us. We have to keep the rest of the world together. Secondly, labor should be at the table, as well as our allies. Because that's the only thing, and the fourth thing we should do is we're focusing on the things that, in fact, I've been talking about for a long time. China's greatest violation is the way in which they steal our intellectual property. We should make it quid pro quo, as I've told when I was...
Fair use. Fair use.
It should be simple. Here's the deal. You say that if, in fact, anything has to be owned 50% by Chinese to invest in China, guess what? In America, it's the same thing. This idea of dealing with the only people that are paying the price are farmers and working people right now.
Fair use. He didn't said enough. But Joe, what the fuck is you talking about? The point being, he brought up China. Yes, China. This is how you connect dots. This is how you go back and let the future prove the past. This is how you make sure you find out and do the own work for yourself. This stuff is out here, family. We just have to pay attention. Now, let's look at the scene of the black guy. He's that important to me. No, I don't know his name. We're going to call him Mr. Baldhead. And let's see how he was so happy when Joe went in office, because this was like really embarrassing to all our black kings out here. No disrespect to the other men, but yeah, you had black men looking real bad, bro. Real bad. I'll be back. I'm glad that's a little blurry. Fair use, fair use, fair use. And here we go. Mr. Van, just seen his name. Oh, yeah. Now, remember, we just seen him say that he don't think he belong in office. That was just in 2019, and all of a sudden, your feelings has changed. Let's see how you felt when he got in office.
It's
Fair
it's
use.
easier to be a parent this morning. It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids character matters. It matters.
Character matters, huh?
Matters. Being a good person matters. And it's easier for a whole lot of people. If you're Muslim in this country, you don't have to worry if the president doesn't want you here. If you're an immigrant, you don't have to worry if the president's going to be happy to have babies snatched away or send dreamers.
Do y'all see this shit? Excuse my French. So when people ask me to talk with passion, do you see what I'm standing for? Do you see the buffoonery? Do you see the act? The world is a stage. You just saw this man have 3 different personalities that you've seen. And just as quick. Now all of a sudden you was crying for him in 2020. But now you realize, oh no, he doesn't fit. He doesn't fit to be in office. There's nothing that changed about Joe. And speaking of children, and you saying you should be proud to be a father, so you trust your kids around him? See how easy that is to do. They really did. The Muslims could be free. Yeah, because even though allegedly they blew up 9/11, yeah, you can't breathe.
Tweets and you just don't know, and you're going to the store.
Oh,
who have been afraid to show their racism.
Glad he brought up I can't breathe. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you 3, yes people, 3 different countries, not just the United States. We're talking about different countries around the world. So happened, it was 3, including George Floyd, allegedly couldn't breathe and died on that very same day, people. Yes, yes. I'm coming back, and I'm coming back strong. I'm not here playing with you guys out here. I see you. We see you. Game over. This is for educational purposes only. Everything is alleged. Now, since he say he's feeling much safer with his kids now that he's in office, let's see how the president likes other people's children, shall we? I will be loading another video. All right. So if you guys have stuck with me this long, I'm so happy that you did. So as I said at the end of that clip, I wanted to basically show what it is, what you're looking at right now, of what old Van doesn't mind Joe being around his children. Now, as you see in this picture, it's very disturbing. This is before Joe was running, allegedly, the White House. Okay? So I just want you guys to take a look. Let that sit in for you. And I'll be back. Now, I'm sure that's pretty disturbing for most. This next clip you're looking at will be what happened. First of all, just let me recap because I like to be very accurate. So what you're looking at is what happened to George Floyd also happened to 2 other people around the world, but it happened within 5 days, as you can see. So let this sink in and check out this video. And then the next picture I will be showing, it will be the pendant that the queen always wear, okay? So when we speak on fallen angels and we talk about they fell from grace, notice her button. Are you guys looking at her button? Do you see that pendant? Excuse me, not button. So this is where we have to start figuring things out for ourselves. This is how I connect things and do my own journalism. So when people be leaving harsh comments, it doesn't affect me. It affects me in a negative way towards my channel. So that's why I try to be as accurate as I can. To who don't believe it, that's fine. But you can't lie at what you're seeing. Something to think about, huh? So I hope you guys enjoyed, this quick little news thing that I did. I'm happy to be back. I don't know how my sound bite is sounding because this is my first time working with this program, putting this together for everyone. So I am happy to be back. I want to give a major shout out to Keegan. Please go and check out her channel, Night and Day, Chakra Dakra, Dwayne McClain TV. Who else? Plainest Jane, just want to give shout outs. I support people and I don't have no problem with giving shout outs. I also have their information in my community box. If you look at the info, you can find all of that information because we all share different things, but it all comes together. It's people that I've seen come together, like, for example, Dwayne and Chakra Dakra. Hopefully I did give you a shout out. Yeah, I watched them 2 come together and I was like, it would be nice to see them together, and it's just everything is coming together as one. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I know you're probably wondering, what is this I'm looking at? Well, I just have to throw one little more gem in. Who's your daddy? Everyone's been complaining about, who looked like who with the OB and the chilies, the kids, the chickadees. So I just wanted to leave y'all with that. Love you. Blessings to all. Ashe namaste. Have a blessed one. And please make sure to hit like and share. Please put me in the algorithm. Blessings.